Amish pumpkin pie is not the same as store-bought pumpkin pie. I've only once had store-bought pumpkin pie and I didn't like it, but I love Amish ones, so I'm going to make some Amish pumpkin pie today and show you guys how I do it. First, we're going to heat up our milk. You have to heat up to scalding. While the milk is heating up, we're going to put together the rest of our ingredients. I'm going to use 2 eggs. I'm making 1 pie. Beat those up until they're nice and foamy. Once those are beaten together, add cornstarch. Then we add our cinnamon, some allspice, some salt, a little bit of vanilla. And then I'm going to use maple syrup for sweetener instead of brown sugar because I want this to be processed sugar-free. Then I'm going to whisk all of that stuff together. Once it's whisked together so the cornstarch is melted, add your pumpkins. I never used store-bought canned pumpkin until after I left the Amish, so that was quite an adjustment because we used to raise pumpkins to sell them. Whisk that together. By now your milk should be hot, so you're going to add that in. The reason we heat up the milk is so when we put the pie in the oven it doesn't get watery. Once that's all whisked together, get your pie crust. I made this myself because I'm not a fan of store-bought pie crust, and this recipe comes from my grandma. Pour it in till the pie crust is full. You might have a little more than you need. And then we stick it in the oven and bake it till it's set. This is how it looks. It's all set. A good way to test if a pie is done is if you go like this and it slides around in a pie pan. That means the bottom is all baked and it's done. So now I'm going to cut into it and taste it. I would recommend cooling this completely before eating it, but I'm going against my own recommendation because this is still hot. But you can see how nicely set it is. It has like 2 layers, a bottom and a top, and it is just delicious. So good. Amish rarely eat whipped cream with theirs. I don't know why, we just never did. And the recipe for this is in the Amish cookbook in the link in my bio. Enjoy!